TikTok. My God, my God. We did it, folks. Did I say TikTok? I guess I can't say that anymore. YouTube. TikTok. Listen, we made it over here from TikTok to YouTube, and my God, what a journey that has been. I am so incredibly happy for you to be here. And listen, just because we're on YouTube does not mean that my microphones ain't gonna stop microphoning. We gonna keep a microphoning, okay? Especially in the year 2025. That's what we do. That's what we do here. So, without further ado, I'm gonna dive right in because why waste your time? First question. Dear Wisdom, I'm in a real dilemma and I'm hoping you can shed some light on my mess. Well, don't mind if I do. Here's the situation. I've been with my boyfriend Tyler for 5 years. He's my rock, and I've always pictured marriage with him, but things have taken an unexpected turn this past year. I have feelings for someone unexpectedly close to both of us, Tyler's nephew. They're 1 year apart. It started innocently enough with family gatherings where we really got talking. Lately, though, our casual convos have been deep and into the late night after Tyler leaves for work. I tried, but I can't help how I'm feeling about nephew. He's into everything that I'm into and shares my passion for the arts, qualities that Tyler doesn't match. There's been no physical infidelity, but emotionally, I feel I'm betraying Tyler. Yeah. I'm torn between the life and love I built with Tyler and the possibility of a new connection that lights up parts of my soul I didn't know were dim. I love Tyler, but I'm scared that might not be enough anymore. Do I explore this new path with his nephew, risking the comfort and family bonds we have? Or do I stay, possibly resenting Tyler for the life I'm missing out on? How do I choose without future regrets haunting me? Let me start off by saying, we don't always have the best family members, right? I think everyone can look down the line at all their family members and easily tell that. And a lot of times, sometimes I start to believe that sometimes you have a lot more enemies within than you do without. That's what I'm seeing here. And in the midst of this, I want you to keep in mind, if the nephew can smile in the face of his uncle and has this close-knit relationship with him, but deceive him, how much more you? Do you get my drift? Right? Because, again, just looking at this, a snake only shows its venom to those that it's closest to that can receive it. So, something to consider. But then again, at the same time, you're kind of doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing to someone who you claim is a good person. Everything about him, he's your rock. You pictured marrying Tyler, but you too have moved into this state of deceit, right? So, with that being said, no matter which direction you choose to take, you're going to be regretful either way. And looking at this, why do I say that? Because if you find yourself kicking Tyler to the curb and sticking with nephew, you are going to single-handedly allow kind of like strife, so to speak, to happen in this family. And the family is never really going to look at you as someone that they accept because you're the outsider. So when catastrophe shows up in this household, in this family unit, you will be the one that they will always blame. So there will not be any peace with you, okay? And if nephew happens to be everything that I imagine that he is, a piece of and you find yourself wanting to get back with Tyler, even that's going to create regret. And if you decide to just stay with Tyler, that is a bad decision for you to make as well. Why? Because your own deceit is now more than enough proof to you that he's not the one. Despite how angelic or amazing this man is, better yet, let me put it this way. He may be the right one for you, but you, my dear, you do not deserve him. Moving right along. On to question numero dos. I believe I have more time, so let's keep going. Wisdom. That's me. I've just been offered the job of my dreams. I like where this is going. I love it. It's the type of opportunity that could dramatically shape my career. There's just one significant hurdle. What is it, girl? The job is overseas, while my life, including my man of 3 years, is here in California. This isn't just any job, it's everything I've worked towards for a very long time. My man supports me, but has his own thriving career here, and moving isn't an option for him. We've considered a long-distance relationship, but the idea of being apart indefinitely is overwhelming, and we don't think it'll work. I love my man, and choosing between my career and our relationship is tearing me apart. I really don't know what to do. Advice. Here's the thing. Let's say that you get the job, or you got the job. Let's say you go and you take the opportunity with this job, and you take it overseas, and it happens to be one of the worst decisions that you've made because you absolutely hate the job, and you thought you would fall in love with it, and it turned out to be whatever, right? At least you know that now. At least you know that you went over there and you checked it out. But let's say that you stay, and you stay with this man, and you decide to, kick the career to the side. And God forbid something were to happen to that relationship. Guess what happens now? Regret sets in. You're gonna have that forever regret in the back of your mind as to what it could be. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. Anytime that a job opportunity, any opportunity, something that you have been striving for, something that you have been fighting for, that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, when that door opens, sweetheart, you have been going at it. Why walk away, especially for a man? Because you didn't say he's your husband. Moving right along. You owe it to yourself to find out the what if. You owe it to yourself to get rid of that one thing that could be beating at you in the back of your head 15, 20, 30 years from now. What if that job opportunity opened up doors that you never saw coming? What if God set up this very moment for you to prosper in a way that you never even imagined, and you were willing to let it go for someone else? Hear me out. If I love you with everything in me, and I have been sitting back watching you aim to go ahead and get that thing that you've always wanted, I watch you day in and day out strive for it, and you have sat beside me while I'm thriving in my career, while I have you, while I have this home, while I have everything that I've ever wanted, and I'm watching you work towards something, and the opportunity presents itself, and I am the one that's standing in the way of that very thing happening to you. Hear me out. If it were me, I would take a step back, because love goes nowhere if it's true. Love is still going to be right there with you, rooting for you to win no matter what. And you said here, we've considered a long-distance relationship, but the idea of being apart indefinitely is overwhelming, and we don't think it'll work. That's a thought you don't know until you try. Give yourself a chance. Give the relationship a chance. You have no idea what is out there for you. And baby girl, you have worked for this. So when that door that has now opened for you opens, you better put on them shoes and run. Run through those doors and see what God has for you. Because if the love is real, again, it's not going anywhere. Ladies, fellas, join in on this conversation. What advice do you have for these incredible women? Well, what advice do you have for them? Let's see it in the comments. And if you have a question of your own, head over to the link down below, select Ask Wisdom, and ask away. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, baby. Subscribe.